but right now we're talking to Kahmone, and welcome everybody to K100 Radio. We're live again for a direct line interview, and we're gonna get her take right now on being a female independent artist. So tell me some of the hurdles and some of the struggles and some of the stuff that sometimes being a female actually is a good thing. Give us a couple of those if you can.
Okay. Well, being a female artist, definitely has its perks and, and cons and pros and all that, dealing with, other, artists as males and all that. But it's actually, good in, because we're getting to put our voice out there as female artists, being able to represent other female artists or females wanting to step their foot in the industry, represent yourself, freedom, independence as a woman, as young females like myself. It just, means good being yourself, as a person. So,
Yeah,
it's definitely good. But as I said, it has its, cons and everything.
yeah,
But it's definitely a good step forward for female artists
right.
who want to get into R&B and as an artist. So, yeah.
So what do you feel about the actual genre of R&B right now? Like some people, here's the thing with R&B right now, a lot of people are like, it don't even sound like R&B anymore. They're like, they feel like, it's so I guess it's so everything. It sounds so much like rap now. You feel what I'm saying? Like it sounds so much like rap. Like everybody's just like, man, I can't tell what's R&B anymore. But a lot of people are looking at it like, they just feel like the soul part of R&B, soul music, is gone. What do you feel about that?
Well, some R&B artists I've came across, new ones and ones that's, coming back in the industry. I love R&B, so I'm a big fan of all genre music. So, I'm just gonna have something positive to say definitely about R&B. I get the whole with the soulful, like how back in the days, but it's still there and everything. It's just put in a different type of switch and everything. It's always always something new, in the music industry. But I love R&B. I love all music.
Right, exactly. I think that with some of the newer artists in R&B, some of them, how can I say it nicely without trying to sound like I'm dissing anybody? Some of them just feel like singing doesn't really matter as much as, and I know I read up on you and I read that you actually take pride in songwriting. Like for instance, a lot of the songs, if you were to look at the lyrics of a lot of R&B that's out right now, you would think it's rap just because of basically just the way they speak. Like the love in R&B has kind of been removed. Like it's more about the turn up. It's more about promiscuous behavior or whatever. Even though we're used to that in rap, misogyny and all that kind of stuff. That's been like that started in rap way early on. And R&B was kind of like where you went to kind of find love, I guess, or whatever, or trying to get inspired to, for love and relationships. And now it's like R&B is like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Is we fucking or not too? You know what I'm saying? Forget the love over here in R&B. Nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? Like we write with the rappers. So as a songwriter, what do you feel? I know you said I read up on your bio and you said that you like the music from the 80s and everything because you do pride in the lyrics. So as a songwriter, somebody who writes their songs, what do you feel about that? Do you feel like the love aspect is kind of missing from R&B?
Yes, no, and then yes, I guess it's not how that really soulful love music, but it does still have love meaning in it. But I guess it's just brought up a different way and all. But I definitely in my songwriting, with my R&B and everything, I do definitely talk about love and all that. That's that R&B feel. So it's it varies with me. It's on and off with some music. So it's definitely one of those to how can I say this? Where R&B, like you said, is definitely like not how it used to be with the soulful, the singing, the really,
right.
Giving it all that love, that deep emotion.
Right.
So, yeah, I definitely can say it does need it to come back, and I do plan on, quite soon, bringing it back
Bringing it
in my
back.
R&B music.
I just wanted to know if that's actually just in your plans. You feel me? Now, don't get me wrong. We understand. We're in the music industry over here at K100 Radio, so we understand that you may not be able to necessarily lead. You may not always be able to lead off with a record like that. You feel what I'm saying? Because this just the way the industry works now, just the way everything works with singles and you need sometimes if you're with a label or something, if you're an independent artist, the good thing is you can kind of release what you want to release. But if you're with a label or somebody like that or a management company, they're gonna want to push you to release a certain kind of record to drum up the hype. So we get that. So it may not be the first record that you actually put out. We understand that, but at some point, we just feel like R&B artists, should make a concerted effort to actually bring the soul music back into it. You know what I'm saying? And so far, we've just seen a lot of artists. Once you see, the problem with that is once you blow up off that kind of like turn lit song, sometimes it's kind of hard for them to accept a ballad or something like that from you. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of risky, but it can turn out good, I guess. I just wanted to know if it was in your plans as an artist, as a songwriter, to actually have that as part of your repertoire. Or do you even care? Because I've talked to R&B artists who are like, I'm going to do whatever's hot.
Definitely.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I would love to have, as in my music and, as a songwriter artist, I would love to bring that R&B. Definitely. When I do R&B, I would love to have that exactly how you explained.
Right. But we do meet artists who don't care. We meet artists. I'm just saying lately we've run into a lot of, and maybe it's just trickled down. Maybe it's because it's coming from the R&B artists that are on a higher level. They've started to kind of just say, look, we're going to do whatever's hot. If this was popping, if we're going to talk like this, you know what I'm saying? If we're going to sing like this, you don't have a lot of R&B artists who people feel like really can sing. They can sing a little bit and then they can write a little something, but it's really like it's just like singing a little bit over hip hop beats. And then you have artists who can blow. And some people feel like the artists who can really blow are not getting the shine or they're just dues, I guess you could say. But I just wanted to know what you felt about that. All right, so we're gonna move on. K100 Radio, we're live right now. Direct line interview with Kahmone. All right, representing Cali. You know what I'm saying? She has new music out there. We're getting ready to play in a minute, and we're gonna jump to the music in a minute. We got I Got That Dough. That's the name of the single. We getting ready to run that in a minute. Yeah, we got that. She got that dough. We're going to get ready to run that. But we're chopping it up right now with her about being a female artist, all right, R&B music. We talked a little bit about the West Coast. I read that you like. I read that you liked one of the artists that you felt like you liked was Rihanna. Tell me what inspires you about her music. Shout out to everybody that's checking us out on Instagram Live. Big ups to everybody checking us out. Sammy Surf, Ken. Who is this? A couple other people. Fernando Music. Also, my Facebook Live crew over here checking in. A lot of people are watching us on Facebook Live. I appreciate it. Tell us what it is about Rihanna that you think is dope, and what about her music inspires you.
That's kind of different. Her voice, her sound, and everything. I love the way that she brings that type of that roughness and can just switch it up. So the fact that she's a Pisces and everything, it's just like Pisces connects and all that. Plus her music, I just always loved it. It just was inspired me to want to like go in that type of edgy feel in music as an artist.
Well, I think you're right about that. Does your music have an edge to it? We're getting ready to listen to a song in a minute. We're getting ready to listen to the music, but about that edge, some people say like, if you're listening to Rihanna music, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Listening to Rihanna's music, it's like some people say, man, she crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like some people don't want women to actually literally express themselves, literally what y'all are literally sometimes thinking. I know a lot of the guys don't. You feel me? A lot of times women kind of tend to hold back a little bit because they feel like it's not ladylike to say this, that, or third, or they may get some kind of flack. What do you feel about that? Does the fact that you're a female and I guess just you don't want things to be taken out of context, does that affect your writing, or will you just say whatever? Like with rappers, it's easy. They can say whatever they want to say and it is what it is. But then again, Kendrick Lamar just said he likes natural women, and he took a whole bunch of flack for absolutely no reason whatsoever about it. But anyway, I digress. That's a separate point. But as a female, do you feel like you can say whatever you freely want to without being judged and maybe being called hoe or whatever? Whatever? Do you think that actually matters when it comes to penning your lyrics?
Well, not if you're expressing yourself positive. I mean, no. And so definitely no. I write, when I write my music, I write whatever is on my mind, what I'm feeling, and put it down, you know. I might put it in a different way. It depends, but no, just, you know, whatever you're feeling. That's the whole thing about songwriting. I mean, just if it's put out in a positive way, I mean, you can't get nothing but, you know, good, you know, some feedback and all that. So.
Okay. Well, sometimes, you know, I guess sometimes people feel like, you know, if you say the wrong, you know, sometimes, because some of Rihanna's music has been quote unquote risque, and especially her videos. You know, she had the one video that was quote unquote controversial because she was killing the guy, whatever, you know, in the video. And, you know, people were like, well, if a guy did that, if a guy showed a video killing a woman, you know, domestic violence or whatever, you know, people would take it differently. And, you know, people got all up in arms about it. She had a little bit of controversy with that. And because she had been, you know, involved with a known domestic violence dispute with Chris Brown and stuff. So sometimes people can take what you're writing in your songs a little too literal. So when you're writing, you know, and I keep asking you about writing because you said you take pride in being a songwriter. You know, when you're writing your songs, when you're writing your songs, do you have anything in you that says, listen, I know there's going to be some little girl somewhere. If I blow up and I become the biggest star ever, or even right now, it doesn't matter, because you can always inspire, whether you're an indie or a superstar, because you never know who's watching. Is there anything in you that says, hey, maybe I shouldn't say this because some little girl somewhere may hear this and it's not quite what I should be saying as far as inspiring little girls? Or are you just going to give it to them how it is and say, listen, little kids shouldn't be listening to my music. I make grown-up music, and it is what it is. What's your stance on that?
Well, I definitely don't want to put out that image and message to young, you know, females, young girls, you know, my songwriter. So that's why a lot of my music is pop, you know, EDM type house music, house dance music, feel good. So for, you know how I say, how, you know, write everything, you know, how I feel, that's just in some, I guess, you know, music type of age group, you know, as I get in a different field and if I want to move in a different way. So, but it is, you know, different ways to put stuff in your music so it doesn't get out a wrong message to young, you know, females. Right.
I guess there's a way to do it, but oftentimes, the thing is, oftentimes we talk to people on this show, and there's literally two sides of the story. There's the artists and the people who listen, who feel like, listen, artists should be able to say whatever the hell they want to say, and they shouldn't be held to some sort of parental, you know, some sort of parental level of responsibility to the consumer. Whereas whatever you're saying is just entertainment. And then you have some people that say, no, that's bullshit. When you're an artist and you're out here and people are buying your music, whatever, you have a responsibility to do and say and act a certain way because you are in the limelight and because you are an entertainer. And so there's literally like two sides of this. And there's going to be people who are never going to change their opinion and about either way. You know, sometimes there is a gray area, but for the most part, I've noticed that a lot of people are just one way or the other. You know, some artists come on here and they're like, listen, I'm gonna say whatever the hell I want to say. I'm an artist. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? And then some people say, yeah, you know, it's all about the kids. But then it's like, yeah, but if you actually say that, but you don't live that, then you're lying. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you actually really say some stuff and you don't really mean it, then you're not really being your true self. So I like to ask people that question to see where they're at with it. You know what I'm saying? Before, you know.
Okay.
You know, just to get a little bit of clue of the person that we're talking to, which is Kahmone right now on K100 Radio. On our direct line interview right now.
Kahmone here in the house.
Kahmone in the building. We got the song. Tell me about this record that we got. I Got That Dough. Tell me who produced it and how'd you end up coming up with this record, and you know why you dropping this one as a single.
Well, Tri Bishop produced this with me in the studio, And I came up with this track of, it's like, it was fun and the beat slaps, but I came up with, when I heard the beat, I said it's definitely got to be like one of them type of, the bang, them type of like turn up songs. So when it came in, I said, got that dough. So, when I songwrite, it just be just random thoughts be popping in when I hear the music. So I start to go, all in and everything. And from there, I got the track, I got that dough. It just all came just through. I said, just me being in my BMW, driving around, feeling good in LA. And the song came up, and I just ended up writing it.
You got a convertible? You got a convertible? Is it a drop top?
No, it's not a convertible.
Okay. It just seems like everybody in LA has drop tops and convertibles. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought it's about
yeah,
it.
But yeah. You get those, but mine wasn't.
Okay. All right. But, hey, still driving the Beamer, right? What are we going to do?
Yeah.
We're still living out there on the West Coast with Kahmone. That's right. I'm saying it right. Kahmone, right? Kahmone, it is. Right.
Yes, you're saying it's perfect.
All right, Kahmone. I think I said come on earlier, but I messed it up. That's for me. 2 shots for Blizzum. 3, whatever. Kahmone. All right, Kahmone. We're going to check this joint out. It's called I Got That Dough. We're going to come right back. You guys pause. Don't go nowhere.
Hey.
We're live right now on K100 Radio. I'm your host, Blizzum. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate everybody checking us out live on www.k100radio.com. Appreciate my Instagram Live and Facebook Live watchers and listeners. If you're listening to this on SoundCloud or watching it on YouTube after the fact, we really appreciate it. But make sure you hit subscribe on YouTube and follow on that SoundCloud link. All right, SoundCloud account, K100 Radio. All right. Kahmone is in there. West Side. Say she got that dough. Check it out on K100 Radio. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Kahmone. She's not going anywhere. We're just going to rock this song, and we're going to come back and chop it up about it. Let's check it out.
Hey.
Look at my ice, look at my gold, look what I rolled through. Y'all don't know, y'all ain't cold, y'all some igloo. I got dough, y'all in snow like y'all don't know. Send me a Bentley, send me a Mars, send me a Range Rover. Got more missions, my dough missions. Y'all don't know, y'all go broke, y'all wasted dough on coke missions. I'm too vicious, rhyme round, send on my millions. See what whip a man, all my thumbs, they shine different. Y'all no brains, not funny like so plain. But I fly high and I all around when I switch lanes. I got that dough, I got that dough, I got that dough. I got that dough, I got that dough, I got that dough. Look at my ice, look at my gold, look what I rolled through. Y'all don't know, y'all ain't cold, y'all some igloo. I got dough, y'all in snow like y'all don't know. Send me a Bentley, send me a Mars, send me a Range Rover. Everybody know me, everybody hungry, everybody call for it. Call for 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, it's like they know for it. Got that double cup, you double cup for you fofos. And y'all that leaned out, but I stay out, cause I got dough. Got dough, cause I got dough. Got dough, cause I got dough. Got that double cup, you double cup for you fofos. And y'all that leaned out, but I stay out, cause I got dough. Look how I came, look what I saw, look what I conquered. Y'all ain't left, y'all ain't seen, y'all imposters. I see it, I like it, I buy it right off of the lot. You just went to shop. I was thinking about buying a house that's over the ocean and floating on rocks. Y'all no brains, not funny like so plain. But I fly high and I all around when I switch lanes. I got that dough, I got that dough, I got that dough. I got that dough, I got that dough, I got that dough. Look at my ice, look at my gold, look what I rolled through. Y'all don't know, y'all ain't cold, y'all some igloo. I got dough, y'all in snow like y'all don't know. Send me a Bentley, send me a Mars, send me a Range Rover. Everybody know me, everybody hungry, everybody call for it. Call for 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, it's like they know for it. Got that double cup, you double cup for you fofos. And y'all that leaned out, but I stay up, cause I got dough. Got dough, cause I got dough. Got dough, cause I got dough. Got that double cup, you double cup for you fofos. And y'all that leaned out, but I stay up, cause I got dough.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
K100 Radio, we're back. Man, y'all got lamed out, bro. I got lamed out. Kahmone. All right, what's going on? We're live right now, K100 Radio. Dope. I actually like it. We had a couple people saying that they fucking with it over there on Instagram Live. You feel me? Shout out to everybody checking it in. Anybody asking?
Shout out to all the listeners.
Yeah, appreciate it. Listen, that was actually a dope record. Shout out to For You Entertainment and everybody who hooked this up and put this interview into motion. Big ups to those guys. But yeah, so I see what you're saying when you were saying that it's more of a turn up record, but it's actually a kind of a good record that you can kind of jump out with. You feel what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure performing that live, you know what I'm saying, is lit. You know what I'm saying? And it always helps, when you first jump out as an independent artist, you know what I'm saying? When you perform it live and it's got one of those records where you can kind of, do it live in the club setting because, as an independent artist, you got to grind a lot and go out and hit the circuits and everything. So it sounds like it would easily work, you know what I'm saying, when you're performing it, on various venues and various stages. So, yeah, it's a good record. We like it. We're going to rock with it over here at K100 Radio.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. But
all the love and support.
Yeah, no problem. We're not done yet, though. Don't go nowhere. Hold up. Hey, we got to get the full 30. We got to get the full 30 minutes. Okay, we got like 2-3 minutes. Hold on, don't go nowhere. All right, so listen, dope.
I'm not leaving.
Okay, so one question: have you been to Atlanta?
Yes, I have plenty of times. Actually, that was the first place I performed at Clark University.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I was asking because that kind of record. The production isn't like ironclad, southern or trap or whatever. But even though it has that feel, I think your voice gives it a kind of a unique sound to it. You know what I'm saying? You have a really high pitched kind of voice, so it kind of sounds a little different.
Thank you.
I think that, but when you're as far as the South, like do you feel like your music is accepted more? Like since you've been here, like when you perform, just give me your honest opinion. When you perform, do you feel like the people are pulled in more than the West Coast, or where do you get your greatest feedback as an artist when you're performing or online? Like if your music is selling online, like where are people gravitating to you from? I'm asking for a reason.
Well, East Coast, West Coast, everywhere. I've been getting, feedback, good, responses and everything when I go and perform, because I performed in 6 cities on my Out of Nowhere tour, in Dallas, Indianapolis, San Diego, LA, Chicago, Denver, all showed love. So, my music is so different. It's a variety of different sounds. So it just, I know exactly what to perform, what to play. So I always, get from different places, good feedback. So it feels good.
Well, I was asking because just the way that it sounds, I was wondering, what was your method and what was your plan as far as breaking? I see you got a project coming out called Double Cup. Is that right? Is that the name of it? Double Cup?
It's actually my project already out, my EP on iTunes.
Okay.
Kahmone, Kahmone, Double Cup.
Okay,
so
Double
Cup.
Cup.
Go ahead and get that.
How many songs is on there?
It's 5.
5. Okay, so EP. Okay, I was just wondering because I was just listening to the sound of the song and I was like, I wonder what region is actually. You know how you look at your stats and your aggregations and all that kind of stuff, and see which place is kind of like gravitating towards downloading, and then as an independent artist, that's where you hit up as far as performing and stuff like that. So I was just listening to the song and I was like, I wonder what region is actually biting on it more. But we're gonna rock with it over here at K100 Radio, and since we're internet radio, we don't have a region. People listen from freaking everywhere, overseas, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So there's no region with internet radio. There's that's the one main thing about from FM to what we do is people are listening, and we literally have people listening from all over the globe, which is a good thing. But I just wanted to get a little insight on that. Okay, we got to get ready to get up out of here. So one more time, give everybody all of your information, social media, website, everywhere they can get your music before we roll.
Okay, everyone, you guys can definitely go to my website at www.kahmone.com. All my fans and listeners, I would love for you guys to check out my Facebook page at official Kahmone, Kahmone, to win a chance to win a dope leather MP3 roof pack backpack to play your music and all. for your merchandise. And you guys can, hit me up. See my all my good pics and stuff at Instagram at KAHMONE_Cali Baby. My Facebook, or actually my Twitter at KAHMONE. My SoundCloud at KAHMONE_Cali Baby.
All right, make sure you do it. And fellas, trust me, you're going to love those pictures. All right. We get ready to get up out of here. Kahmone, right now, K1's Radio. But don't go nowhere, pause. We got another interview coming up next. You guys make sure you go check out our music,
Thank you,
man.
Atlanta. Shout out to you guys.
Absolutely,
Shout out
K100
to you,
Radio.
K100 Radio, for having me, for showing love, for spinning my music.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's go to the next one. Shall we? K100 Radio again. I'm your host, Blizzard. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to the show. All right, 347-934-0966. That's the number to dial to the show. 347-934-0966. That's the number to dial to the show. All right, let me see. Is the homie Nolo Stacks on the line? Nolo.
Yo.
What's going on?